What the world does next about North Korea is still in question tonight. So we turn to Professor Charles Armstrong, the director of the Center for Korean Research at Columbia University here in New York. Good to have you back.
Very nice to be here.
What's the military significance of what happened today?
Well, what North Korea has shown with its explosion of a nuclear device, which seems to have been much more powerful than the previous test in 2006, combined with the recent missile launch, shows that it may have the capacity down the line to launch a nuclear weapon some distance, which not only threatens South Korea and Japan, but potentially the U.S. as well.
And the political significance. What does North Korea gain by being so defiant?
Well, first of all, it has an international dimension. It is basically trying to get the attention of the United States to come back to talks in a way which North Korea feels secure with. And also it has a domestic dimension. I think Kim Jong-il, in this time of uncertainty over the leadership transition, is trying to show to his own military how tough he is.
So this is a call for attention on the part of North Korea. It's sort of the waving and the shouting and saying, look at us.
Basically, that's what it is, and this has worked in the past, and North Korea is hoping it will work again to get the U.S.'s attention, to focus on this issue.
Okay, so the United States, other nations are likely to impose tougher sanctions against North Korea. So how does North Korea gain from this then?
North Korea has learned that these sanctions basically don't really work, that they're difficult to implement, and they don't have a great effect on North Korea. So they're hoping that even though there may be a lot of international outcry immediately, in time, the parties will come back to negotiations and North Korea will benefit from that.
And benefit how? What specifically is North Korea looking for?
They are looking for what they call the dropping of U.S. hostile policy, some kind of security guarantee, increasing aid and investment, and essentially the support that it can continue in its own system without significant change.
It wants a pledge from the United States that the U.S. won't attack in any way?
That's correct.
Do you think that's a realistic demand?
It is possible, but it will take some negotiating to get to that point.
This nuclear test, as well as the missile launches that occurred today, came just a couple of days after the former South Korean president committed suicide. Any connection?
Probably not a direct connection, but the former South Korean president did put a great deal of political capital into improving relations with the North, continuing the sunshine policy of his predecessor, and it must have been very disheartening to see this all kind of unraveling under the current president of South Korea and with the new conditions with North Korea.
Do you think now that the Obama administration, as a result of this test, is going to be forced to take some action in response?
It probably will have to take some action, whether it's a call for greater sanctions, which will probably not be effective, or what is more likely to be effective, returning to negotiations.
Charles Armstrong, thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.